Oh, come on in, ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome the man, the myth, the writer for every great show on Comedy Central, Kurt Metzger, everyone. Thanks for coming by, buddy.
Wow, thank you.
We did a little opening. I did the opening rant to kind of defend you, to say, you know, just to talk about what was going on in your world.
What did you say?
Aaron
I'm
Berg,
curious.
Aaron Berg, everyone. Aaron Berg. He just got here.
Just got here. Thanks, everybody.
What took you so long?
The elevator was crazy.
I read so much on this, and he probably knows more than me, but it was hard to keep up. I watched a couple. This is what I simply said. I simply said people are getting dumber and lazier, and they just look at words rather than interpret them. And what you said.
Well, you know what, dude? Honest to God, I did that. I did that first.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What do you mean?
Like, let me tell you what happened. Okay.
And all I simply said was, it's one sentence. I said, you basically.
Dude, I'm gonna be fine.
But I said that you said, and am I wrong? I think what you said was, it's as wrong to rape someone as it is to falsely accuse them of it. That's all I thought you said.
Well, yeah, you know what? That's probably fair. So let me just tell you what happened.
Take your time.
First, okay. And this is the only thing I want to like really get out, because a lot of people were very nice to me, okay, including people that got raped that are like, hey, I kind of agree with some shit you said.
Did you really get raped? I saw that on your Wikipedia page.
I never got raped.
Someone said you got molested by someone from Watchtower. They were fucking with you, right?
I have invited people in the past to just fuck with my Wikipedia.
Oh, that's so funny. And I read that. I'm like, are they fucking with me? It said you got.
You know, and I'm so happy it's that. Can I tell you how happy I am? It's that because previously it was just that I'm a Jew, and that's the insult. The end.
I wrote in filthy before it. I was fucking.
No, not filthy. Just a Jew.
Yeah.
The end.
Well,
by the way,
his
dude.
Wikipedia page when you get a sec, just so we can read it. But that line, I'm like.
Well, I'll just say this, dude, because the O&A Reddit page, who it's so funny because I'm always at war online with somebody,
right,
a jerk off, and so all those dudes who I've been in a knockdown fight with will call me cuck and all this bullshit they say, and so I did Dysfunctional Paul's fucking show,
right,
and like he didn't do it on purpose, but he put my fucking phone number up. So one of these guys called me anonymously to warn me. And they're like, don't give up on us, bro.
You're like, thanks?
Yeah, no, but that's sweet, man. That is sweet. So this is what I'll tell them guys because, listen, don't worry about me. I'm fine. No, my career's not hurt. This is kind of disgusting, but it's
That's
probably...
one of the things I said right away. I was like,
dude,
Kurt will be like unscathed because he's just
good at what
so
he
good.
does.
Yeah, dude, and I've never...
We're just talking about him with... I'll tell you something else about this Kurt guy.
Please have control back.
Yes.
The thing that bothered me, it was never anything with my career. Dude, like fucking rapist work. I didn't have a thing that my career's over. It's sick how this shit works. It's fucking sick. But here's what really got to me, okay? I wouldn't even gone off how I did if I hadn't been contacted by a certain person who's at the heart of this, okay?
Right.
And I feel this dude lied to me and let me take a lot of his heat. And the reason I feel that way is because one of the women, okay, fucking called me. After all that shit, when people are spitting on me on a fucking Thursday, called me up and goes, hey, I think you just didn't have enough information. Just what I was yelling about. I don't have enough. I wasn't saying I don't believe anybody's story.
Right.
I was saying all I have to go on is he's a rapist, pass it on, and that disturbs me.
Right.
Now, I said it poorly, and hands down I did, because, listen, I got my own traumas, so I'm a little bit...
You were raped by someone from Watchtower, apparently.
Right, yeah. But I wasn't
Jimi
sexually
Hendrix
assaulted.
tribute
Listen,
band?
in fairness, I was never sexually assaulted, and so... You know Barry Crimmins?
No. Oh, no, I'm thinking Bobby. I'm thinking the coach from G-Tech in the 80s, Bobby
No, I
Crimmins.
don't. No, Barry Crimmins. Watch his
Sexually
documentary.
assaulted.
Dude, that motherfucker's he's got balls, dude.
Oh, he was the one that
Dude, he went in front of Congress because when AOL was out, like they had pedophile rings that they weren't doing anything about because no one knew about the internet, okay? And he had to go test, and you got to watch these congressmen falling over themselves, who you see now on TV. Like, I don't even know what this internet is.
Right.
Yeah.
Like bragging how stupid they are. And he's got to sit there. A guy got raped when he was 6, and it's fucked up what happened to him, okay? And he fucking, AOL goes, we have a 3 strikes and you're out policy for child porn.
Yeah.
Barry's like, hey, man, I love baseball more than anybody, but come on. Like, so that guy fucking, he's a dear friend of mine. I don't know him even that long, but that guy called me up. There's a lot of shit that he helped me out with. And so one of these women called me up. Okay, I don't know who the fuck she is.
That laid down the allegations, or just
I lay down, and I don't know who she is. I am blowing up her spot. I ain't gonna tell you all the shit she said. I'll tell you how it pertains to me. Okay, because I was going through kind of a rough time. By the way, I don't mind any of the shit coming on me. If I wouldn't have talked that way if I did. I don't
a lot
feel.
of the women that got raped said that. I don't mind any.
I don't feel.
coming on me.
Well, listen, I don't. I just don't feel. I don't feel that you need to threaten to rape and murder my girlfriend to teach me a lesson about rape culture. Although, it is kind of a good lesson when you think about it. Like, I'm like, wow.
I'll give you something to cry about.
I don't want to say these words that I don't like, but if it's like the problem's rape and you're throwing rape at the problem, there's something there. I'm not going to say there's not.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And so anyway, this one called me, and she was after I fucking was like hollering like a maniac. This one called me, dude, and she told me fucking when I tell you explicit, she has ruined at least 6 porn searches for me for my life.
Oh.
Okay, that's a fact.
Dewey Improv is off the Google list.
Yeah, and
Trust Fund Baby off the Google
dude, listen.
No means quite possibly done.
Oh, dude, whatever. All that. Listen, for real, all that shit. She's funny as shit. And I wait. Listen, she had me laughing the whole time. She wasn't calling to comfort me. She was calling like, oh, maybe I didn't give him enough information, and I'll bet if he had more information, he'd have a whole different opinion. And I fucking do. And can I tell you something? This motherfucker Aaron, I ain't heard from him since I first started yelling and taking his heat. I ain't heard a peep from him.
Yeah.
And the shit he said to me is a lot of red flags. Right. And meanwhile, this woman who I believe her got raped is calling me up after people like Kurt loves rape. So that speaks volumes to me. Right. It speaks volumes to me. And the only reason I'm even coming on to tell you this is because dude, come down on me all you want. I don't give a shit.
Right.
But it cuts my heart out, dude, that I believe this woman. Now the position I'm in.
Right.
I believe this woman, and people that back me up. I don't know when she's coming out with whatever, hear her out, man, because all I was yelling at was I didn't have enough to go on.
So wouldn't you argue that you started the conversation? And I mean, again,
well, you know what? But here's
what
right? Okay, yeah, I did. So that's where I'm going to take some solace from. But here's what she said to me. She goes, listen, I thought you had some points, okay, but you made some mistakes. And you made me cry a lot of it, and you made some of these other women I know cry. And when she told me what happened to them, it didn't feel very awesome to hear that shit.
But here's the question.
Wait, stop, okay? And listen, just stop. And I go, listen, I'm really sorry, okay? And she goes, you don't have to apologize to me. You didn't rape me. And for a fucking day, I forgot I hadn't raped anyone.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So now this is someone that got brutalized who's making me feel better. You understand? Sure. So that's not lost on me. So it's got nothing to do, look, of course, like I'm against this fucking mob. I was in a cult growing up, and that's my little, I hate to say this word, trigger. But understand, a lot of men got PTSD too. And by the way, they don't want to be accused of something they didn't do, okay? But I'm not equating that. What happened to Barry is not the same as being accused of rape when you didn't do it. It's not the same.
Right.
If you did time, okay, that's something. Okay, and I don't know how many people I experienced with it. It's not nothing to worry about that. And men are not nothing and worthless. And even though there's people that are like, don't give a fuck what I say, they're like, fuck Kurt forever. And I blah, blah, blah. I don't even have a hard feeling towards them, okay? That's just the thing I'm trying to say. It is good that attention on me. Just so I could tell you, I do believe her because I didn't have the whole story. Aaron ain't called me once this motherfucker, to be like, hey, that was cool. You stuck your neck out. And he's thanking his lucky fucking stars that the shit's on me.
Right.
So good. Put it all on me. So I could tell you he's a fucking piece of shit.
Nice. There's a little ground. So what you're saying is, so you basically started the conversation, and I'm kind of defending.
I'm not taking credit. I heard
but I'm
feeling,
defending you in a way like you didn't say no one did anything.
And that's why I don't mind.
Did something. You never said he did this or she did.
I never. People are saying I was his friend.
So
I never knew anyone. Listen, I stuck my nose in because I'm a crazy person, okay? And I admit it. And that's my own issues I got to work out.
This gets to what you said. And it's like you can't mince talent. And whatever you said, you can stand behind.
And career's not done. I don't even have to address it other than please don't. Hey, guys, come on. Don't rape and murder my girlfriend. Hey, come on, guys. Hey, come on, man.
Come on. She's a cool person.
I think you could just send a message.
She's really nice. I've met her. She's great.
Hey, come on.
He's punching
I don't know
up.
how to ask.
Come on. She's a great lady.
So that's the only thing I'm going to take exception to.
About work.
I have no, listen, I want you to listen because I tried to call some feminist show in Chicago.
Some what?
This feminist stand-up show.
Gross.
No, feminist, because when I heard the shit that happens, well, just listen to what I'm saying.
Let him talk.
Yeah, no, but look, dude, my instinct is to always joke because that's how you get out of your pain, right?
Oh, yeah.
And this woman that called me, okay, that's what she did. I can't repeat the joke she told me. She's afraid she'll get in trouble. Wait, listen, she can't joke. Just shut the fuck up. Listen, just shut the fuck up. Okay.
Doing
this
great.
woman has our sense of humor. Our sense of humor. She's not some fucking lunatic. Right. It's like she's a prop. Like I just got used as a prop.
Yeah.
The irony's not lost on me. That no one gives a fuck if I'm a person and are gonna use me how they want. I get the joke. It's a good joke. Okay? This is someone that jokes how we joke, isn't fucking jamming, you're the patriarchy down my throat, just wanted me to hear her out. And she can't joke how she wants because of this shit. And I don't blame her for not coming out because she doesn't want to be known as someone that got raped by a hack.
Sure.
Yeah.
No, dude, flat out.
That's what keeps me safe.
Flat out. So all I give a shit about, and I'm telling you, it fucking killed me that I fucking hurt this person who would be my friend if I knew her in life.
Well, it seems like you're friends now. It's like started a friendship, right?
Yeah, but I don't even know how to contact her. I'm just telling you that this woman pulled me off the fucking ledge, buddy, and she didn't have to do that for me.
That's great.
So I don't really care. Like, they can literally not hurt me. I'm goddamn good at what I do.
Very good.
You can't take my career. Please stop sending shit to Comedy Knockout. I made a joke. I made this dumb
Did you
joke.
get bounced from Comedy Knockout or something?
On Thursday,
I saw it on Race
they
Wars.
couldn't have me. I made this joke that I go, guys, I'm sorry. This is the only way I could get out of doing Comedy Knockout.
Yeah, I saw that on your Race Wars. Great podcast.
And then I followed up with, it's not their fault. What are they going to do?
Right.
It's my friend Mo, his show. The people there are nice as shit. What on earth could they do but not have me on the day of the biggest amount of heat?
Yeah.
I'm cool with Amy. There's nothing, no problem. People are
Same thing happened to
shitty.
Lang with that Midnight when he did that.
And we had him on Race Wars. We had him on Race Wars.
Of course you did.
And,
Great.
and I stuck up for him on the fucking show.
course.
Because this is where they make a mistake, a lot of these people. They want to rubber stamp what your morals are, and they really like nobody who is my friend is deserting me, and nobody's like firing me.
No.
Maybe people will never forgive me, but they didn't like me anyway. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so I just want to get it out there, just for this woman that was nice enough to call me. That's why I'm getting that out there. No other I don't give a shit. Like the social media mob, all that. We all feel the same way. I don't give a fuck.
Right.
Because
Don't
any
matter.
guy, listen, anybody listening to this, if you know guys, I'm pretty confident saying if you know someone's a rapist, you'd kick their fucking teeth out. Okay, you just maybe you're upset at not having anything to go on.
Right.
Right. So I was given something to go on very graciously. So that's all I'm saying. Does that make sense?
So we're gonna kick his teeth out. We're gonna go find the Jew and kick his teeth
Oh,
out.
that's pretty tough talk from a Jew.
Wait, all right. I'm kicking my own teeth out.
But we were saying, and I think that, and what you just said at the end is a perfect example. Like comics that we all seem to hang out with, there's no middle ground. People are either like, I'm a huge fan of this guy, or I have no time for him, and we're all like that. It's like everything when you get to the point we're all at, especially you've written for Chappelle and Schumer. It's like everything you say, 90% of the people are like,
Gina
okay.
writes for fire halls.
I lost that.
Yeah,
kid.
listen, me making a mistake. I mean, I can't believe a fucking who I believe is a rape victim had to talk me down. But I made a mistake. Here's my crime. I misspoke on Facebook. Everyone will get over it.
And you're better than me. I don't even think you misspoke. I think
No, because you know why? Because I was busy fighting with some lunatic argument that this person called me doesn't even agree with.
Right.
But here's what I didn't take into account with that police thing. Me, just hypothetically, I'm not saying anything, okay, just for whatever reasons. I'm not saying, but let's say someone did go to the police, okay, and it wasn't the most helpful thing in the world. And the only reason they would go to a UCB, was it was a clever plan to have an institution behind them, and they didn't bank on maybe some Frankenstein-esque comedian having a grudge at UCB. They didn't bank on it.
Right.
And their plan was actually a good plan to get this motherfucker, and perhaps this comedian stepped on it, not understanding. And
you
they don't
blew,
owe
the,
me.
you blew the sting operation.
No, you know what? I'm helping it now because there's so much attention on me. That's really clever how she. Now that I know the story, it's extremely clever what she did.
This
It's
is great.
extremely clever. So I'm just telling you, I'm not wrong about some points. I was just wrong of. I'm a guy who's got a lot of anger, and I assumed it was like my fuel for everything.
Right.
So arguing with some point that I think's insane, I know the same thing these people do to me. They like, you're not a person, you're an idea, and that's what I did. So how can I complain about that? I'd be a hypocrite, right?
Right.
All right, I gotta go.
Where are you going?
Fucking.
That was great.
Fantastic. Thanks for, but I think, and I still think you're being.
By the way, the woman that came clean's name was.
I don't listen. If I knew, I wouldn't tell you. I got no idea.
I want to hear it.
Dude, let me tell you something. Because I got balls of steel, but it's pretty rough when literally people are like, "You're a rapist," and then, "Oh, by the way, rapist, I'm gonna rape your girlfriend."
Yeah.
That's listen. I really, that's my cockiness, thinking that's an easy thing to take, and it ain't. It ain't.
But don't you think anyone that's to call you a rapist just because you spoke up on something, whether you had all, were
You know what they're doing? They're taking me how I took this argument that I thought was crazy.
But you started a dialogue.
Okay, so I'm
But
gonna
you started-
take some comfort in that. But what I'm gonna tell you is, here's what happened. I made these people into. I was in a cult, dude, and I got a bug up my ass for groupthink.
You were in Jehovah's Witness,
And I never called it a cult before now. I
right?
gotta
But
tell
now
you.
you're calling it a cult.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna tell you why.
I'd love to hear why.
Because when you don't do what they think you should do, everyone that knows you. But my mother didn't do this to me. But everyone knows you stops talking. You get this fellowship, they call it.
Have you seen this Hulu show, The Path?
No, I want to because I'm.
You have to watch that.
No.
I'd be curious. Have you seen it?
No.
Yeah.
Anyone? The Path on Hulu? I subscribe to Hulu just to watch it. It's the guy from Breaking Bad, Eric Paul, Andre Paul, whatever.
It looks good. Yeah.
Jesse, what?
Aaron Paul.
No, listen, Jehovah's Witnesses,
worth watching,
it's
but go
not a
on.
cult in that way. What it is you will think what you need, and if you've got a reservation, you will put it aside because the greater good takes precedent over your thoughts.
Right.
Okay? Now, you add that to some beatings. By beatings, I mean every day of your life.
Yeah.
Really?
You're going to have a bug up your ass when you think people are bullying you into what to
So
think.
how did you finally break free from what you're now calling a cult?
I just have balls, man, and I just, they couldn't kill it. And so Barry Crimmins, when he called me, goes, Liz, I saw your whole fucking pain in front of me when I watched your set in Montreal. I don't know this motherfucker that well.
Right.
This dude knew my whole life from just watching me do comedy one time.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, this is what people do to men. If maybe somebody made a mistake and they need help, they're like, well, he's on Kramer Island. Send him to Cumia Island. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like, you know, I'm not a fucking bad guy. So I don't have a problem saying I made a mistake at all. And even this shit that's like, was a little unfair to me. It wasn't unfair as what, dude, I just can't, she's going to say what happened at some point. I can't tell you what happened because I promised. But, dude, if I told you what happened, you'd be fucking shaking with anger. It's unreal.
Bad rape stuff. That's what he
This motherfucker told
Who? To Crimmins?
What? No, well, no, Crimmins, no. This woman that called me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I got
And you
confused. I
notice I'm
apologize.
saying woman and not girl, and that's not a sexist thing. This is.
Improvisers are crazy rapists, bro. They
We
got
had one on
ideas coming
earlier.
from
You should have
everywhere.
been
Oh man,
here.
He's a
I'll
legend.
tell you what. I asked her.
No.
I saw him in the.
I asked her. I go like, I mean, how was your before this happened? How was your life before? She's like, what are you talking about? I was like, I'm a comedian like you. How do you think it fucking was?
Yeah.
Like, all right, point taken.
Yeah. I wouldn't wish
Dude,
it on anyone, but we're
I can't even
people
tell.
alive.
You know, I really want to say this joke, but I can't.
Say it.
So like, at least she goes, the one thing that really hurts is what a hack this dude is. Like,
Yeah.
at least Cosby's victims got raped by Cosby.
Yeah.
Dude, she's funny as fuck. She's
like,
a
you're
funny
right.
motherfucker.
Fuck, I did that joke on stage last night.
Well,
Very similar.
You're a rapist.
Well, I did it. I said rape is a stand-up game, and now these improvisers are trying to grab at it.
Well,
Weird, because
dude,
our guest earlier said
I
the
want to tell you
exact
something
same
else.
thing.
Listen, let me tell you something else too, because I got. And by the way, none of this is about.
I'll
my-
let her have the joke.
None of this. Nobody was attacking me for something I did on stage. Nobody was.
No.
No.
Okay, so this was not.
More
There's
that
nothing,
social media horseshit.
yeah, there's nothing with my comedy that is affected in any fucking way, dude, except this. Barry Crimmins, I told him his joke because I was like, all right, dude, is this joke be honest with me? Is this joke? Got a joke about Jared from Subway that I'm quite fond of. Okay, and the joke is an anti-rape joke, unless you don't listen to it.
No, without a doubt.
Fucking, it hurt, dude. It hurt him so bad. He wasn't even telling me not to do it. He goes, listen, man, the joke's fine, but you gotta understand, like, the shit that happened to me. It's like I just heard the way, like, he gets upset that someone wants to rape a pedophile. That's how much he's a good guy.
Right.
Okay, and I think what people do is they go women versus men, and there's a lot of damaged men walking around who maybe got hurt by a woman that was supposed to love and protect them.
Yes, Sarah. I'm sorry. What?
Gino can't get over his ex.
So listen, just get over the fact that it seems like a lot of these people do not give a fuck because you're a man. They can't even look at you like a human being. They can't. Some of them can't. But just the understanding I have about it at this point is if that shit happened to you, okay, it's like you're a fucking soldier. And some people come back from the war and they're face man or they're Hannibal, and some people are fucking Murdoch. You understand? So the people that were attacking
I love
me,
that reference.
yeah. So the people that were attacking me, some of them are Murdoch, and what could I do? Be mad at them? I got the same issue, even if it's not sexual. I got the same anger it's making me. So I'm not even mad at nobody.
So you have anger issues, you're saying?
Of course. Why wouldn't I be? Why would I be in comedy?
I
Why are
don't,
you here? Why is he
I
here?
don't think I have anger issues. Did
Really?
she call? Did she call?
Well,
Gino can't
well,
get over
Gino,
it.
you
Because if that whore doesn't call, I'm not angry.
Gino can't get over his ex.
The rapist and the kike. I'm fine.
Rape supporter, Gino. He pushed
So look,
the
that's
line.
that's the thing that I didn't take into account at all. The level of like I was looking at, and you get annoyed at like the victimhood culture kind of.
Yeah.
So it's so annoying that I'm not even looking at I'm like, oh, some shit happened to me. I'm not even looking at it because I don't want to be weak, right? And then I'm looking at somebody else.
He's like doing mind stuff to me. I'm thinking, yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
Barry did this
No,
to me.
but
Barry,
you're right.
listen, listen.
You're right.
And that's why I want to give Barry Crimmins' home phone number out to everyone.
He lives in the middle of nowhere, by the way.
Yeah, and
Middle of nowhere.
Don't know what Aaliyah Janine
But
looks
listen,
like to this day. I
listen,
don't know what she looks like.
there is a thing too where I don't need to fight every goddamn battle, and I don't need to.
That's heavy.
Look, I don't need to fucking.
Medicine
You
shaky.
know how I like my coffee, Kurt?
How?
Black. Oh, look at
You're just putting water in your coffee.
That's not.
That's not gonna make your coffee good.
What's that? No, you're not water. No, you're not. You're much happier.
Watch it. Here, watch this.
thinks I'm
Wait, have a dialogue. Wait.
Dude, let me tell you something.
Let your drink talk back for 1 second. Hey, Gino, I'll never take the place of your ex-girlfriend. It's all right. You're going to be alone
Hold on.
forever.
Can I ask a question? Why is
Gino,
Gino's drink already funnier than Gino? God damn, I haven't joked for like 3-4 days.
Why won't you love me?
It's because, Gino, you're just not in love with yourself. And until you love yourself, you can never love anybody else. By the way, I've been boning a lot of black athletes that play in bands.
Athletes are playing bands? Is that a thing?
Gino, they fill me up in a way you never could, penis-wise. That's what I'm talking.
Listen. I just had a fucking 4 days of like trying to talk to people that like lose their shit when you try to tell a joke.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
And but I'm doing my best. So,
Yeah.
so listen. I even called in last night, dude.
To where?
To like it was like a feminist stand-up show in Chicago.
Really?
Because I was so upset at what this person told me on the phone.
So I'm getting my
Shut up!
period. Hang on,
Holy
Metzger's
shit,
on the
How are you
line.
helping my anger problem with your Jew antics? Here's my question: how is this Jew helping me? I mean, I'm just trying to
Kurt
get.
Metzger, anti-Semite, comes
How is
out of the closet right after Rapegate.
And you're gonna bring in another obvious Jew to help me?
Hello, I've received complaints about Kurt Metzger.
Listen, hold on, wait, bring this guy. Hold on, just come here, dude. Come here. Okay, now look, I want to show you something real quick. Now,
We're all getting together against Kurt.
look, you see this guy? You think this guy doesn't have a lot of fucking problems?
He's
think
a
it's all about
likable
me?
young Jewish man.
Oh, look at him. He goes through life like that, and I'm
Yeah.
over here thinking about me. And this poor fucker has this fucking afro.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's better than this, though.
Yeah, look at that.
I would trade with you in a heartbeat. I would in a moment.
Oh.
But I'm forgetting what I'm fucking even talking about because
We were talking about Crimmins, and then we're lighting
no,
the
listen,
mood.
it's I called in this thing and I hope she posts whatever it was I just called into because I want you to hear how hard I'm trying to talk to somebody.
Right.
Okay? And just if everybody going forward, listen, I ain't a bad dude and I really try.
We don't
And
think
I'm
you're a
glad,
bad dude. You seem
not
very
you.
defensive.
No, well, dude, I've been listen, you don't
See,
think
this is what
He hasn't been
Shut
able
up!
to talk freely.
I mean,
is what
good
he's
God,
saying,
what, was
right?
I raped?
Is that right?
No, but
You haven't
I'm
been able
trying
talk
to
freely.
fucking just listen.
Yeah.
So because I cared that I hurt this person who I totally believe, I was like, look, I got called. I feel like somebody used me a little bit, okay,
So you
and
feel
I feel like.
victimized.
Well, but not as bad as she was, clearly. And this motherfucker lied to me. He's thanking his lucky stars that all the heat's on me, okay? That bugs the fuck out of me. So I try to call in and say something. Now, this person, here's what I didn't understand about myself, because we got low self-esteem. I had no idea how anybody was looking at me at all, okay? I don't think of myself
What do you
as
mean
shit.
how anybody was looking
She
at
goes, oh, because she's trying to ask me why I would post such a thing.
Okay.
And I go, listen, I got low self-esteem like anybody. She goes, you expect me to believe that? You work for Comedy Central.
Right.
And you are an Emmy Award. By the way, I've never gotten an actual Emmy. I was
You
on
won
the
the
stage.
Emmy, I thought.
No, I didn't.
No?
I might this year. I didn't win an Emmy. The show won. The producers got one. The writers got a certificate. Thanks for our Emmy.
Jews. The Jews
yeah.
got
You
him.
know who won? The Jews.
Sam Rubenhoff. I feel like he's really the.
So that's how someone's looking at me. I'm just like, hey, I'm Kurt. I'm just a person. They can't even look at you like a person. Wasn't even aware of that. Okay. I wasn't even aware that someone can't even look at you like a person because you. And the woman yelling at me works in a fucking taco truck. Do you understand? And I gotta thank her for like trying to.
He goes for medical advice. You know, by
Yeah.
the way.
Oh no, I saw it all over him. I listen. I mean, if this guy doesn't look like he gets medical care at a taco truck, who does? You tell me that. So
I can't stand that funny.
so listen, and I don't want anybody who's a fan sending any fucking evil shit to nobody. Do not do that.
I don't want either one of Kurt's fans bother.
I'm talking to both of you,
you.
Charles.
A guy in
James, cut it out.
Jersey and the guy in
Lost Rubenhoff
Baltimore.
by making fun of his hair. By the way.
Like it literally fucking helped to show me this girl being mean. This woman
Yeah.
being mean to me because I'm like, oh yeah, like why am I like so I'm fine. There's nothing like you don't even have to worry about the mob or none of that. I'm fine. Like I believe this woman that called me and she was good to do it, and that's the fucking main thing. So all the heat and all whatever, put it on me as long as much as you want. I'm gonna direct it right back to this piece of shit that lied to me. You understand? So that's it.
But I just feel like, and I think all great comedy, you have to be your biggest fan and your worst critic. And I think right now you're just it seems like you're beating yourself up.
No,
Am I
I'm
wrong?
not. You know what? I
I'm
gotta
asking
tell you,
No, you don't think he's beating himself up,
I'm
Bert?
not at all.
Here's what
Not
I
at all.
think.
This is the
We're-
first
we're
time I've
gonna-
ever not. This is the
Okay.
first time I've ever
Fine,
not.
okay.
beaten myself
I think
up.
he is.
I feel like Kurt hasn't been able to speak his mind for like several days, so it's
Yeah.
kind of pouring out of him right now.
And I'm a manic
right.
dude. Listen,
Yeah.
I'm a manic dude.
Yeah.
So like that's the main reason. Like, 'cause I probably shouldn't be on anybody's thing talking about anything, but just that affected me so much. Her calling me after all that shit and people calling me all this awful shit. Somebody who I think something happened to was like, oh, I should just call him.
But
That's pretty nice, man.
and everything you're going through is great. But what I'm hearing is it seems like this has been as rocky or rockily as it started out. This
Here's
has been a
the
pretty
here's the most
positive experience for you.
that's what's disgusting.
It's
Okay?
helped you. You've transformed a bit.
Yeah, and it don't
that's
it
amazing.
doesn't right, but that don't sit well.
Why?
Because literally the best thing that's ever happened to me in my life or
Other than
career,
this appearance.
other than this, other than being here with you. The way this is going to shake out, I'm telling you the truth, because I'm good at what I do, so I'm not out of work or nothing. This is going to shake out where this is the biggest boost I've ever had to my career.
Sure.
And this woman got fucking raped, and it happened off of her rape, and that don't sit well with me.
Yeah.
And I'm not a fun. Well, why would it not sit well?
The spin. Yes.
I thought you were actually joking.
No, I'm not.
You're not. I thought you were making a joke.
No, but I'm serious. It's like
Would that sit well with you?
because
just be having to work.
you are coming from.
I know. I'm forgetting
It's
where
not
you're
like you're
coming.
sitting-
I'm not hearing you, and
No,
that's my
but
bad.
it's not like you're saying when she called you about the rape, you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong. It's like, okay, I see, and you're moving forward from a place. So yes, whatever.
Don't make it about me. Listen.
If you become a better person from anything, then focus on what you've become now and not how it started.
Of course. No. I'm asking everybody else to do that. Of course you're right about that.
Okay, but then don't act like it can't be
But
bad.
I'm not. Yeah, listen. What I'm saying is, it's not cool to me that this has worked out and it has worked out great for me, and that's not cool.
Why?
Because
Because you
came
can't
off the
let-
back of
Yeah, he
someone who
doesn't
got
like the way it
raped, who was
started.
kind to me. That's not cool.
But you didn't go in with what was your intent? You're like, oh, I know this. Did you?
I forgive myself.
But
I'm
you
not.
didn't go
I'm
into
not
the
not forgiving
situation
myself.
saying, I know you got raped. Let me sit next to
I
you.
did not.
And explain this to you while you.
No. I did not. I think I understand you.
Come here. Come here.
Oh my God.
Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here.
Are you kidding me?
Not-
Are you kidding me?
It's not your fault,
Dude.
It's not your fault.
I know. Listen.
not your fault.
Listen.
It's not your fault. It's not your fault.
All right, man.
We got to do a commercial. Do you want to hang out?
The belt or the hammer? I take the hammer because fuck you.
Let me tell you something.
Do you want to hang out? Can we do this commercial, Reed?
Coffee.
Dude, listen. I
What
can't.
the fuck is this? Oh God!
Look, I can't tell you no.
Ah, give me that. Give me my coffee.
Here you go.
Oh, what's that? Oh, it was cold.
Gino, I
know
mean,
what it feels like to be raped, Kurt. I know.
Gino, for years I wonder why I didn't work more, and the mystery is being solved
I don't know.
quicker than this rape case.
That's what you should blame yourself for. I don't know why you would wonder why I don't work more.
I think you're hysterical.
Want to
dude.
hear my new knock-knock joke?
Very well.
Can I do our read, Kurt? First of all, thank you.
This
Thank you for coming.
I've been looking forward to this all
Thank
week.
you, man.
I'm glad you came by and you got to talk, and we're big supporters. All right, guys, let's take a minute or so. Can we take a minute or so? Talk about video on demand. You guys love video on
I
demand.
love video
It's
on
great,
demand.
right? Except when you end up spending way too much time trying to find your favorite video. Instead, try going to...
DeepDiscount.com.
That's right, a huge supporter of the shows here at Compound Media. At Deep Discount,
.com.
find tons of cool videos and more without spending a lot of money. Hundreds of thousands of choices and all sorts of obscure stuff and great video titles that you can own. Own. You know what that's like to own
Like
something?
a black person in the 1800s.
You're ruining the read now. It's yours forever. You can own it. You buy it one time, watch it when you want, no more searching. Own it, like Gino does that blazer for 2 more days. Actually, we recently got a couple of films from Deep Discount's Criterion Collection. Gino, did you see this?
I did
We
not.
got The In-Laws. We got Brazil. We got 7 Samurai. And like all films from this collection, they're loaded with extras, newly restored, great director interviews, extra documentaries and essays, stuff you just don't get when you rent. And that's if you could even find these films on demand. You can't get that. You're going to end up watching Mike Magic XXL. It's Magic Mike XXL. That's what it's on my
You
mind.
were reading
all
it
the
like
time.
it was a birth certificate.
I didn't even read that. I just improvised that because I love that film.
It was
but-
improv-tastic.
Yeah, it's horrible, but you're not going to find Magic Mike in the Criterion
you're not.
collection.
No, you're not.
Go to deepdiscount.com and see for yourself the long list of films from their Criterion collection. And let's not forget, all this month, the films, and I'm going to say this like Metzger, and TV shows of the 70s are on sale too.
Hey.
Classic movies like
Take it from a really buff short guy.
Classic movies like The Jerk or Taxi Driver and TV series from the 70s, All in the Family, Bob Newhart, all the great shows from the 70s when Gino's comedy really mattered.
That hurts.
In
That was
addition to
hurtful.
their already deeply discounted prices, use code COMPOUND at checkout for even more savings, 15% off.
What was the code again?
Compound, Compound. It used to be only 10% off. They're upping it to 15% off. Anything on the site for our fans. You got to use the special coupon code Compound, COMPOUND. Thank you, Deep Discount and Criterion Collection. Go check it out. DeepDiscount.com. Say it, Gino.
EatDiscount.com.
We love them. All right, let's do more shows.
Hey, listen. Oh, is it commercial? Are we done? What happened? Hey, so I got.
No, sit there. We're not done.
I gotta be somewhere, man.
Oh.
Oh, you got to go.
Well, I can stay for
no.
1 sec. I can stay for 1 sec.
Okay, well, because
Get Kurt outta
we
here.
have to get Aaliyah Janine's
Yeah, we gotta
tits.
get
I mean,
Aaliyah.
Aaliyah Janine out there. Did I say her tits? They're
Shit.
fantastic.
Dude, I gotta go.
Go.
Are we on the show now?
Yeah, this is live.
All right, so
whatever
let me
you
just
wanna
say this
say.
last fucking
Thank
thing.
you. Say what you need.
Dude, I appreciate it, man, because I've been pent up for
We're
like
big fans.
for
You
this.
know that, though.
Yeah, dude, nobody fucking like deserted me. Amy didn't fucking cut me. None of that shit. I just want to tell you this about my point because this person was very fair to me about my point.
No.
Okay?
Okay.
Just consider this. Sometimes a lot of people do go to the cops and it's not that helpful. Okay? And maybe somebody speaking for them, wasn't speaking to protect them. So just keep that in mind. I'm not like we gotta reform Game of Thrones. That's the key to that. I'm not that. Okay? And as irritating as that is to me, there is a thing where it could be a lot easier for someone to report, like what I was yelling at people. It could be easier. So just understand, I got to give on that a little bit. Okay.
But I want to thank you for coming on for two reasons. One, I think you're being very hard on yourself, but I think we all have to be.
Dude, I'm being easy on myself, and I'm very happy, and I'm not being hard on myself at all. I'm telling you,
here's how
it went good for me. It didn't go good for this woman.
Here's how awesome you are in a nutshell. One of the first times I ever told Kurt I did football videos and I was gambling on football, this is what you said. What do you do with all the money you win?
All right, so you guys.
It's just like that.
Listen.
I'm like this innocent. And I looked at him like,
Listen.
you've never gambled in your life, Kurt. And he's like, well, I have drugs and
that's a great story, and just so you know, that sums me up as a person.
Because you're genuinely a good person, whether you believe it or not. You're like, what do you do with all the money? And I'm looking, you're like, you've never gambled.
No, you know what? I'm sorry to think maybe I could be. I'm out though. Thank you very much, man.
Kurt Metzger, we're gonna come by and bug you on Race Wars someday. But
Come on.
watch his podcast. I don't even have to tell you. He does
Aaron,
one
that
called Race
invitation
Wars.
is just for him. I gotta go.
All
Okay.
right, Kurt Metzger, everyone. Kurt Metzger.